Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Funkoverse Strategy Game, the Peter Pan expansion. This is for 2 players, ages 10 and up, and this is a standalone game, but you can combine them with the 4 character sets and the other 2 player sets. So this is the first one we're ever doing on camera, but we have a bunch of other sets. If you would like us, let us know in the comments if you'd like us to do other editions.
Yeah.
So we're going to play the Capture the Flag version. So you get these cards, and you can play territory, flags, control, and leaders. So there's 4 different little games you can play. When you read the rules, they're going to recommend that you play this side of the board, and it's just basically try to knock each other down. And then you'll add in more components, more rules to play the full version. That's where you would play with one of those cards. So we're going to play with the cards first because there's not much going on in the basic version. So in the Capture the Flag, or flags as they call it, I'll face it like this. Captain Hook's going to start here in this 3x3 area. And she can put Captain Hook and her pirate in any of these 9 squares. The flag starts here. That's the flag that I want to be adjacent to. And then I start here in this area. I have a Lost Boy. Now you can replace these with other Funko Pop figures. I also have Tinkerbell, which is a companion. I'll go over how that's different. Peter Pan, Lost Boy, Captain Hook, and pirates are characters. They have different actions they can do, whereas Tinkerbell, being a companion, she can only do what's on her card. You'll see this is a cooldown track here. When we use certain abilities, our tokens will go on there, and so many rounds will have to go by before you can use them again. So it's a countdown feature. For instance, if Captain Hook uses Taste for Cold Steel, on that current Captain Hook's turn, it will take 3 rounds before she can use it again. What's a round? All characters are activated. They take turns. We're going to flip this to see who goes first. This represents Captain Hook, and this represents Peter Pan. If Julie gets this set up, she can activate Captain Hook or the pirate, and if she does, she'll mark it off. And then I will go, let's say I do the Lost Boy, and then Julie does her pirate. Then I do Peter Pan. When I activate Peter Pan, her companion, activates as well. Now we've activated all of our characters. And then I will go first on the next round. And that's a complete turn. And so if we have any of our tokens on here, for instance, they will slide down 1. And when it completely slides off, you have them to use again. Now characters can get knocked down. Well, they get knocked down, so you put them like this. Now, we like to put them upside down because it's hard to fit them in the square. So that's knocked down, and then if they fail to defend another attack, and they can get knocked out. And so when that happens, they're put on the cooldown track, and then they can come back into their start area unless they have a special ability like Peter Pan does, which I'll explain in a minute. So that's how you use a cooldown track. It's to manage your ability so you just can't be doing your most powerful attacks one after another. So what are these here? A, B, C, and D. Well, these are places you can gain points. They're point markers. They're places you can explore. So if a character, not a companion, moves next to the A, B, C, or D. So if Peter Pan moves here, or on it, doesn't matter which. I'll explain what this cannon is in a minute. This comes off. I get a point. And this is what we use to keep track of points. And flag, and most of the other games, when you're playing with 2 characters per side, the first one to 6 wins. But you can tie in a round, so you won't compute points until the whole round is done, where everybody's had a turn. So even if I get 6 first, it's possible Julia can get 6, and we could keep on playing until someone has more on another round. So I get a point. I keep track of that, so I'd have 1 point. And what did I do with it? Where did I put my A? Oh, right here. The A or the B or the C or D goes on the cooldown track here. So that means that after 4 rounds, A would come back here to be discovered again to get another point. So there's 4 points available here that we're going to run around and try to get. Let me show you the other ways you can get points on the flag's directions. Then I'll go over the character actions. So I set up the scenario like you see there. The rules are, when a round ends, check to see if any of your standing characters. Notice it says standing. If you're knocked down, not knocked out. In other words, you got challenged, and I'm going to show how that works, and you got knocked down. You didn't defend it. You couldn't defend it. Or you didn't defend it well, and you're knocked down. So I could be over here next to that flag, knocked down, but I won't be able to interact with the flag until I stand up. So you have to be standing up next to the flag. Either Peter Pan or my Lost Boy has to be. And for Julie it would be Captain Hook or the pirate. Like I said, Tinkerbell can't interact in that way. Tinkerbell helps Peter Pan. So let me go back to again to that rule, to the rule here. Okay, if any of your standing characters are on or adjacent to your opponent's flag marker, if so, you may choose, you don't have to return one or more of those characters to your starting area. That's how you gain points. If a character returns to your starting area using the rule above, you gain 2 points. And remember, points look like this. So we're going to run over to that opponent's flag, stand next to it, or on it. Now, if you knock out a rival, now a rival are the other side's characters. So if I knock out Julie's pirate or Captain Hook, I'll get a point. Remember, knocking out, I got to knock down the character, then attack, challenge the character again to knock them out. I'll explain that in a moment. So just because a character gets knocked down doesn't mean I'm going to get a point. I got to knock them out. And if I knock them out, they go on the cooldown track, and then they'll reappear in their start area. And then I already explained how to interact with a point marker. I'll gain 1 point. That's the A, B, C, D. And then the winning here, we're only playing with 2 characters each, 6 points to win. Now, if you combine other sets, if you're playing with 3 per side, you can get 10 points. You need 10 points to win. So let's go now over the rules. I explained that we're going to take turns. We're going to flip this to see who goes first. If I'm going first, I activate a character. Julie activates. We keep on switching off until we're out of until we've activated all of our characters. And then this will flip over to the other side, and then the next player in turn order will go next. So when you activate a character, that's the Lost, not Tinkerbell. If I activate Peter Pan gets 2 actions. Same with Captain Hook, the Lost Boy, and the pirate. What can you do with these actions? Well, you look right here on this chart. And you can repeat the actions. So you can move 2 squares, and diagonal is allowed. You can challenge. This is if you're just doing a basic challenge, you're not using any of your special abilities. You'll roll 2 dice on an adjacent target, and diagonal is considered adjacent. I'll explain challenges in a minute. You can assist an ally. An ally would be another character. That means you'd stand them up. They won't be knocked down anymore. And why would you want to do that? Because remember, if they get knocked out, your opponent gets 1 point. Interact. So you'd interact with the A, B, C, or D point spaces. So it takes an action to do that. You got to be adjacent to it or on it. Then you select interact, and then you can get that point. Other thing you can do is you can use an ability. That's an action. Use an attached item. Some items they're passive, meaning they take effect. Like, for instance, Captain Hook's sword. So although I have Tinkerbell, Captain Hook has a sword. So this is a passive ability. When this character challenges an adjacent rival, you may reroll 1 defense die. So if Julie rolls a defense die on a challenge, which is not something she wants, she can re-roll one. Is that a die? Or no, it's a defense die, yeah. It's a defense result. I'll go over that in a moment. So that's a passive item. But if she wants to use her cannon, that is an action. So she's going to place this cannon on the edge of the board. Anytime during Hook's turn, you may do a challenge. 2. That means she's going to roll 2 dice. To each rival in the cannon's row. So you can see why I'm starting out with them not in a row. Because she's going to be moving the cannon like this. If I had them like this right here, all of them lined up, she'd be able to hit every one of them with a cannon attack. So that's why I'm not starting out that way. So that would be using an action. She can fire the cannon. If you win any of these challenges, in other words, I get knocked down, you put this on the 3 of your cooldown track. So if she does attack one of my characters and succeeds in knocking one of them down or knocking them out, because that could be knocked down already, it will go here and then it will shift off, and then after so many rounds she'll get the cannon back. Let's take a look at so that's just some special abilities there. Let's take a look at what else we have here. Okay, use an attached item. That, again, the sword is passive, doesn't take an action to use it. Use attachment companion. So does that mean that every time Peter Pan activates, see where it says companion actions? Tinkerbell will get 1 activation. But I can give my actions to Tinkerbell. I can let her go twice or even 3 times and Peter Pan doesn't do anything.
Wow.
But Tinkerbell is not that powerful. She's just there to help. So she can move too, just like all the other characters, but then she can use pixie dust. She can assist, in other words, stand up Peter Pan only, not my Lost Boy. So if Peter Pan is knocked down, she can stand him up with her action. But then she goes to the 1 on the cooldown track. So there's a cost for her to use that ability, which means when she reappears, she's going to So say Peter Pan is knocked down over here. She assists, stands him up. She goes on the cooldown track. Next turn, she'll appear over here. She'll be away from Peter Pan. So that could be a problem. Mm-hmm. You know, in other words, she'll have to move to him again. She has 1 defense. Again, I haven't gone over challenges yet. She can distract. So every time she's adjacent to Captain Hook or the pirate, they only have 1 defense. Normally they have 2. Let's go over challenges before I go over some of our abilities. Because this is the meat of the game here. The meat of the game is using those actions and knowing how to use your abilities. Oh, and then I'll go over let me go over and show you the other things you can do too. So say you're knocked down. You cannot do a basic or special action. All you can do is stand up. So you don't even get to do 2 actions. If you can only rally, stand up. Notice though, if I'm knocked down, I would activate the Lost Boy to stand, or Tinkerbell to stand Peter Pan up, and then they would do their turn. Now that Peter Pan's standing up, now he can do his 2 actions. But since there's nobody to stand up Peter Pan, he would take a rally action and he would be done. Mm. You could also exhaust your character just to pass. You basically do it just to pass. Then the next player takes a turn. So if Peter Pan goes first, then Julie can activate her pirate or Captain Hook, and then I would go and so forth. So when you end the round, you move everything on the cooldown track down 1. You take off your markers that showed that they were exhausted, and then you do the new first player. So let's take a look at challenges. You have to be adjacent or diagonal. Say I'm here. A regular challenge is just 2 dice. I roll 2. This means when you get a 3, exclamation, that's 3 attack, or it could be 3 defense when you're defending. This means defense. This means attack. So although I got 1 defense here, I did hit Captain Hook with 3. So now the defense for Captain Hook is a 2 here. So Julie would roll. She only blocked 1, so she got knocked down. Now say that was my first action. I can hit Captain Hook again. I'm going to hit you again. I missed. But let's say I got that again. Julie would defend. She couldn't even defend because even if she got 2 shields, I would still break through. And she'd get knocked down. I mean, she'd get knocked out, and she would go on the cooldown track. But those are just doing basic challenges. Mm. Let's see what our actions are, then we'll start playing. I already went over Tinkerbell. Here's what Peter Pan can do. Now these icons, I could do 1 red or 1 blue. Once this blue is on the cooldown track, that means I can't do the other blue either. So if I either do the 1 or the 3, that means that I'd have to wait for the blue marker to come off the cooldown track before I can use any one of those again. That can be confusing because you're thinking, I should have 2 blue counters. No, you get 1 blue counter and you use 1, and you have to wait for that counter to come off before you can use either one again. Okay, so the red one, I can move to and do a basic challenge. So that's nice, I'm charging. Normally I would have to use an action to move and then do an action to challenge. Happy little thoughts. Place Peter on the one of your cooldown track, shift him off the cooldown track, or shift him off the cooldown track. Peter can do this ability even while knocked out. Now why would I want to do that? Because look what he can do when he comes back. You can fly. When Peter shifts off the cooldown track, you need to place him on a point marker or point marker setup square. Now why did I specify that? This is a point marker. When it's gone, that's a point marker square. So this allows, so I may purposely move onto the cooldown track, then come back in and fly over to here after I come off the cooldown track. So that's one thing that Peter can do. Now the codfish on a hook. This is a challenge, and this is great because I can attack as many rivals as I can. So if Captain Hook and the pirate are adjacent to me, I can do a challenge 3-to-1 and a challenge 2. Both targets must be standing. So I can't. So that's basically implying that I can't hit Captain Hook twice. I can't do a 3 and then a 2. I have to do 2 different targets. So that's Captain Hook stuff. I'm sorry, Peter Pan stuff. Our other characters are pretty basic. My Lost Boy, he has move, challenge, assist, interact, and rally. That's what the Lost Boy can do. The same stuff that Peter can do, he just doesn't have any special abilities. He can just run around and interact with those point markers and interact with the flag. Same with Julie's pirate. Same thing. Now let's take a look at what Captain Hook can do. You already know about his sword, which allows him to roll defense dice. So if you rolled a shield, you can re-roll it when he's doing a challenge. But also he has his cannon. So this one here, her red, well, Captain Hook's red counter. So challenge 4, and then move the target 1 square in any direction. And then here, shorten the fuse. Move. It just takes an action. Move 1 shift, a token, or a status card on your cooldown track down 1. Allows her to get back stuff quicker if she wants to do it. Menacing Captain. So this is not a very nice thing, but Captain Hook can give. Okay, an ally Hook can see does 2 basic actions. Then Hook does a challenge 1 to that ally. So that means that if she can see Captain Hook can see the pirate, it gets another 2 actions. But unfortunately, because Captain Hook's like being mean to the pirate, he may end up knocking down his own pirate. You know, kind of like the bad guy beating up on their own minions. And then here is the cannon token. At the beginning of the game, place the cannon token outside of the edge of the board and give Hook the first fire status card. At the beginning of Hook's turn, the cannon may do a move 3 along the edge. So where do you want to put your cannon? You don't have to have it over there. You can put it along any edge here.
Yeah, let's go. I'm going to put you right here.
Right here?
Yes, please.
Okay. The other thing I need to explain is line of sight and movement. I've already said you can move diagonally. Oops, wrong. You see this edge here? You cannot see through that, and you cannot see through other characters. Characters block line of sight, and I think they block movement. See, we play so many miniature games. Let's make sure of that. Yes, that is the case. You cannot move through other characters.
What about the ones that are the pirate or the Lost Boy? They're round. Can we move through those?
They're still considered characters. They're just not 3D.
Oh,
that's
gotcha.
all.
Okay.
In other words, they didn't want to include 4 Funko Pops in here for basic characters.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can move diagonally from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
I can go bop bop because see how this wall is not overlapping this line.
Mm-hmm.
On some maps, even if a little edge here is overlapping here, you wouldn't be able to go do a diagonal movement because it isn't overlapping that crosshair there.
Oh yeah.
You can go diagonal.
Okay.
So this will block line of sight. That means that if I'm standing here, well, let's put it this way. Okay, like this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't attack you through the wall. See?
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Now your cannon can attack me. It's just lobbing. It's just lobbing cannonballs over the top.
Oh, okay.
So that's it.
All right.
So let's flip. See who goes first. You are first.
Woo!
Who are you going to activate?
Well, this is at the beginning of my turn.
You can move the cannon
I can
if
move
you
the
want.
Cannon.
3 spaces.
Yeah, it's not going to help me though.
Well, you could. You could go after the Lost Boy here.
No, I think it's. It'll be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you can hit the Lost Boy.
Oh,
if you
he's
really
right there.
want to.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so you're going to move the cannon at the beginning of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
There is
then,
a cannon.
I fire you.
All right, so you're going to use your fire. Anytime during Hook's turn, you may do a challenge to each rival and cannon's row. Okay, so a challenge, so that's a basic action.
Okay.
So you are using 1 action to fire the cannon, a 2 against the Lost Boy.
Oh,
One hit. Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to defend.
And you
I
did though. Good job.
So I was able to block it.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, can you do it again? If you win any of these challenges, you could fire again if you want. Didn't say you can't. It's only if you succeed that it goes on the cooldown track. Do you want to fire again?
Yeah, let's go again.
Okay, that means you're using all Captain Hook's actions.
Oh.
Because that's a Captain Hook action.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Do you want to do it again?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's 4. I can't defend it. Well, I could if I get exclamations. If I would have gotten this, I would have defended it, or even this. All right, so you knocked down the Lost Boy. I'm going to have to use actions to stand and back up, and Tinkerbell can't
And then
help.
I put this right here, right?
You put it on Captain Hook.
On Captain Hook,
You've exhausted Captain Hook. You did 2 actions firing your cannon. Oh, and you succeeded.
Yeah.
So now it goes on the 3 of your cooldown track.
Ah, okay. Thank
So
you.
you won't get your cannon for a while.
Okay.
Now I have to decide, am I going to help you or rally myself?
Help me? Sure, help me.
Oh, what I mean is help. I think he's just going to rally himself.
Okay.
What can I do here?
She can't help him?
No, she can only.
Okay.
She could only assist.
Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. That
She
makes
could-
sense.
she
That's
could
how it
only-
was in the movie.
Yeah, she's not going to help out. Yeah, see, stand up and ally characters assist.
Oh.
But only the one she's paired with. She's
Gotcha.
paired with Peter Pan. Well, every time Peter Pan activates, Tinkerbell can get 1 action. So she's going to move 2. She's going to give Tinkerbell another action. She's going to move 2 again. Now, she can't interact with these spaces, but I'm moving her ahead for a reason. And now, he's going to do his happy little thoughts, and he's going to go on to the cooldown track on purpose.
So he gave her his 4 movements?
No,
Oh.
she gets 1 activation when Peter Pan activates. She moved 2.
Okay.
She can move. That's
Okay.
what it says here. And then she gave him one of his first action to move again. And his second action, he went on to the cooldown track.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, your turn.
All right, so my pirate is going to go
You get to move 4 if you want.
1, 2,
You can go diagonal.
3,
3, 4.
4.
So you're going to next turn, you're going to be able to get that. So you have used your
My pirate, yeah.
All he can do is stand up. You've slowed me down, which is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we have exhausted all of our characters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in order here.
Okay.
We do the cooldown track. So Peter Pan, when Peter shifts off the cooldown track, you may place him on a point marker or point marker setup square. He's going to go over here where D is.
Okay.
And then your cannon shifts down 1.
All right.
And I got this back.
Nice.
Because that shifts down 1 too. Next thing we do is refresh. That means that we unexhaust our characters.
Okay.
And then it's my turn.
All right.
So Peter, I'm going to activate him right away.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get a point.
Nice.
So I don't want you to shoot him again, even though you can't, but you know what I mean is...
I know.
I want to get the point now.
So it goes up on our cooldown thing? Because I saw you put the thing on your...
Yeah,
oh.
This goes here. D won't come back into play until
Gotcha.
4 more turns.
Okay.
So I have 1 point. Okay.
Good job.
I just had to activate him.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to move.
Okay.
1, 2. She's going to join up with him. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
So I gave her 1. Oh, no, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2. So in order to pick that up, I do have to interact with it. See, I messed up there.
Oh, well.
So in order to pick up that point, I had to interact with it. So I only had 1 action left.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and she moves 2.
Okay.
So he picked up the... Actually, he was here. 1, 2, doesn't matter. he got the point, moved 2, and then
And she moves.
being a companion, she did her move. So I'm done. I did Peter Pan. Your
Okay.
turn.
Well, I'm going to do my pirate and interact with that.
Okay, so you get a point. And you have another move left because you interacted. You're going to go for A, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a surprise.
And then I put this on there. Okay.
Okay. My Lost Boy. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm done. You got Captain Hook. What's Captain Hook going to do?
Can you move that 3 and then we see if that hits. Does that hit the Lost Boy?
Well,
I
you
don't
can
think
move
so.
it. 1, 2, 3. You just can't fire it yet because it's on the cooldown track, but it's okay. You can move it.
Oh gosh, that's right. I forgot
You still
about
want to
that.
move it?
Yeah. No, that's good.
Okay, now what's Captain Hook going to do?
Well, I know you're coming for my flag, so I want to stay there.
You can shorten the fuse.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. So,
You put that as a 1.
okay.
That's 1 action. And you move, let's see, what is it? Move, shift a token or status card. So you're going to move the cannon. You're going to get the cannon back next turn. That's smart.
Okay. And
That's
then-
1 action.
Oh.
What else you want to do?
Do I have to move?
No, you can just exhaust. You're just done.
Okay, I'm done. Because I know you're going to come
If
after
you had
me.
a companion, you could have given your action to a companion.
Yeah.
Now, what you could do, he's not in line of sight. See,
Oh, yeah.
you may want to move here so you can see him.
See the pirate?
And that way you can give him actions next turn.
Oh, okay, then let me do that. I'm going to move 1 then.
Or
Because I want to stand near
or
that
you can
flag.
move, you can move here, or you could get. The
Can I
problem
stand
is,
on the flag?
You can, but I can be adjacent to it and still use it.
Oh.
The point is this: if you want to be in line of sight of him and give him other extra actions to use your menacing captain, right now where you're standing, you don't get because your line of sight is blocked.
Yeah.
You can't give him additional actions. Since you have another action, do you want to move in a way so you can see him, or do you just want to stay where you are?
I'm just going to see where I am.
Okay,
I'm good.
that's fine. In fact, you can even move out front like this if you want. But then I might be able to...
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just
Okay.
want to see where I am. Thank you.
All right, so you exhausted?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
We stepped on a cooldown track, which means you get your cannon back and you shorten the fuse back.
Okay.
We each have 1 point. We unexhaust,
Okay.
and you're first.
I'm first. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this.
1.
And I'm going to fire at you.
Okay, so Captain Hook's going to fire.
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
Oh,
Let me make sure. Something. So you're activating Captain Hook and you're firing. Yeah, go ahead.
one hit.
Oop.
Whoopsie.
I
Oh
blocked
my
it.
goodness
You can
sakes,
use
you
that
did.
action to fire again if
Oh,
you
heck
want.
yeah. Oh, there we
Two
go. Oh my
Blocked it.
goodness sakes. You are so darn
You
lucky.
exhausted Captain Hook.
I know. Shooby doobies.
Well,
That's okay.
it was worth trying.
It was.
I'm going to activate the Lost Boy.
Okay.
Get another point.
Nice.
And I'm going to move back. 1, 2.
Okay.
That way I can try to defend my flag. I'm done. You got your pirate. You can move.
Can you move there, please?
Want to go here?
Yes, please.
And then
Yep.
you get a point. And that was moving and interacting. You're done.
Okay.
Okay, here goes Peter Pan.
Oh, I have to put my thing on there. There we go.
1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And now I am going to move Tinkerbell.
Okay.
I'm going to do swooping charge.
What does that do now? I don't
I
remember.
get to move 2 and then hit you.
Oh my gosh.
And it's only it's a basic challenge though.
Okay.
Only 1 hit. You get 2 defense.
Okay.
You blocked it. Bummer. Okay.
Go, Captain Hook.
So, would you cool down?
Okay.
Oh, at the end of the turn, the character, when a round ends, check to see. So I am standing next to it. I am going to go back to my starting point and get 2 points for being next to the flag.
Oh, very nice, honey. Good job.
Okay, when a round ends, check to see if any of your standing characters are on or adjacent to your opponent's flag marker. If so, you may choose to return to your starting area.
Very nice.
So I return there, and I have 4, you have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you did your cooldown tracks.
I did.
So unexhaust, and I get to go first.
Yep.
I have Tinkerbell really far away.
You do. Too bad she can't just like fly to you.
She only moves up to 2 squares.
Yeah. And she can't attack me, right?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't have that ability.
She doesn't have the ability. Okay. Just want to
She's
make
just a
sure I
companion.
understand. Okay.
I'm going to activate the Lost Boy.
Okay, honey.
Because D's going to be coming back, and C.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they at?
I don't remember.
On your side of the map. Well, let me make sure. Hang on. I got to put it like this. Oh, C and D is over here.
Yeah. So you're close to it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go.
All right, I've activated my Lost Boy.
All right. I'm going to do...
Keep in mind, Peter Pan is not activated yet.
I know. But even when I move my cannon, I still can't get to you. So... But I can get to this guy, right?
You can have Captain Hook. Yeah, you can fire with the cannon and have Captain Hook go after him too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
You move the cannon at the beginning of his turn.
Yep.
Now you're firing at the Lost Boy right here. Wow. I'm probably going to get knocked down.
No, you've been rolling pretty well.
I only blocked 3. I needed to have that to block it. So he's knocked down. Now it's up to you if you want to fire again.
Yeah.
You're oh, wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't do it.
You
Okay.
were successful. So
Yeah.
that means it goes on the 3.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't knock me down.
Wait, did that goes on the 3 or this card goes on the 3?
Oh, you're right, the card. My mistake.
Oh, no, you're fine. I got a little confused myself, too.
All right, Captain Hook still has an ability left. You can move him and give him extra actions and go beat up on Peter Pan. So, for instance, if you move
I don't
here...
want him to attack his own guy.
yeah, actually, you would have to move, and you won't have an action to give to him.
Right. So, I'm just going to move
You can move
here.
here. Once you go toward... I can't get there, honey.
Right, so
Go towards, try to kill...
1, 2.
Yeah, try to get my guy.
Okay.
Because he's not going to be able to stand up.
Yeah.
So now Peter Pan has to decide, do I run towards your pirate, or do I stay here?
Yeah, because my pirate's going there next.
So if I move towards you, I can't get there fast enough. It'd be
Yeah.
2, 4, and then you'd be able to hit me.
Right.
So I'm probably just going to stay there.
Okay.
I'm just going to get Tinkerbell back.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I use all my actions to move Tinkerbell. Your turn. Oh,
Okay.
your pirate, yeah.
Can you move him towards the
1,
flag,
2,
please?
1, 2.
Thank you.
So you're done?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to be going first.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
So, cooldown track. I get my red ability back. We don't have these point markers back in yet.
Not yet.
And you get to go first.
Take these guys off.
Yeah, we got to unexhaust.
Okay. I want to do my pirate first and go get the flag, please.
You have to survive and not be knocked down. So you probably want to hit Peter. So all you got to do is move here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you can hit Peter Pan and hope you knock him down.
Okay.
Okay. Because if I knock you down, you don't collect the flag.
Okay. I'll
You got
try
to be
it.
standing up.
So I have to hit Peter Pan now.
I would do that.
Okay.
Yes. 2 hits. Do I have anything to help me? No. I blocked it.
Oh, okay.
So you're done.
So I'm done. Okay.
Okay, so Peter Pan's going to go.
Alrighty.
Well, first I'm going to activate Tinkerbell.
Oh. All right. What's she gonna do?
Peter Pan's in the way. I wanted to give him -1 defense.
Oh, my guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just going to go... Oh. I'm going to move a swooping charge.
Okay.
And move just 1, 2. Okay, I move here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to hit the pirate.
Okay.
1 hit.
And I defend with both my dice?
Correct.
Okay.
You defended it. Now I move Tinkerbell.
Alrighty.
Okay. And now I'm going to have Peter Pan go again.
Oh, okay.
It's just a regular chart, a regular attack. But at least you'll have only 1 defense. Well, it didn't matter. That didn't hit you. Okay, so Peter Pan's done. Now it's Captain Hook.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that's how you're doing, is moving.
Can he attack him now?
No, because you were too far away.
Oh.
So maybe you,
Oh, wait.
maybe you want to be here.
What if I could I shoot at him?
No, because
Oh, yeah, it's up there.
you can go 1, 2, and then make it go down the track faster, shorten the fuse.
Sure, let's do that.
That way you'll get it back next turn.
Yeah, let's do that. Do I
Okay.
move this one down too?
No, you only
Okay.
move down. Shift the token, so you could move B down faster. That's interesting, but you can't get to it fast enough.
No, I can't.
That'd be actually pretty smart to move the B down, but it's going to appear over here.
Yeah.
B appears.
In here,
Hang on.
right? Yeah, it appears like in here, right
Right
there.
over here.
Yeah, that wouldn't help me.
Right.
Okay, the D does, but that doesn't. Okay, so I'm done with my guy.
Correct, because you did the cooldown.
Yep.
The only thing my Lost Boy can do is rally. He stands up.
Oh, that's all he can do. Bless his
You
heart.
slowed him down.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so D reappears.
Okay.
Let's go in order here. Well, first off,
Yep.
you're by the flag. Do you want to move your guy back here and get 2 points?
Sure.
Okay, you can go anywhere in those 3x3.
Okay.
So now we're tied.
Go right here.
We both have 4.
Oh, wow.
2 more each and we win.
Okay.
You may want to put him over here.
Oh, okay.
You won't be able to, because if you activate Hook, you can give him extra actions and maybe run there. I don't know.
Oh.
You just definitely want him in your line of sight, so you can
All
give
right.
him extra actions if you want to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so D comes back into play
Okay.
right here.
Nice.
Now I'm going to be going first, by the way.
And B will go back into play too, honey.
B goes right here
Okay.
and shifts down. You get your cannon back. And we unexhaust. And I'm first. Wow, I'm just going to get a point.
Well,
I'll move
good.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I interact. You don't have to be adjacent. I interact.
Okay. Very nice.
And I can move 2. The other one's going to be appearing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. Your turn.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
You can give actions to that pirate. You can give him 2 basic actions because you see him.
Oh, what's he going to do? There's no one to attack.
You can run over here and get B.
Can he get there that fast?
You want to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then when he activates next turn, on his turn.
Oh, okay.
Only problem is, you're going to do a 1 challenge to him. You might knock down your own guy. Do you want to risk it or not? It's your decision.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to let you know what that's a possibility.
Okay, I want to move my cannon. 1, 2. I'm going to fire at your butt.
Okay. 2 hits. I blocked it.
Shooby-doobies.
You can go again.
Go again.
Only blocked 1. He's knocked down. But
That
he's
works.
not knocked out. You'd have to get hit again. And this card goes on the 3.
Oh, yeah. Thank
succeed.
you for reminding me, honey. I keep forgetting.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I forgot too. Now, what is Peter Pan going to do? Well, the A is going to be coming up here.
Yeah, it is. And I think it's over in the corner over there.
I'm just going to move it to where A is.
Alrighty.
1, 2. Where is A coming up?
I don't recall. I know it's over there somewhere.
Here. And Tinkerbell will fly along. I'm done.
Very nice. Okay, well, my pirate's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I got to move my
So we're done. So stuff comes off. I get that back.
Here comes the A.
C goes here.
Oh, here's the A, sweetie.
A goes up here.
My thing comes down.
This comes down.
These come
And
off.
exhaust, but you're first. I have 5 and you have 4.
Yep.
I have a knockdown guy. You can get a point if you knock him out. But I don't know who can do that because Captain Hook can only go 1, 2, 3. He can't get there in time. The pirate can get the point.
Can I do the pirate first?
Okay, so you move and interact.
Yeah.
You get another point. So now we're tied.
Okay, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to interact. I haven't won yet because it's the end of the turn. I interact. In other words, you can have 6 by the end of the turn, perhaps. So I got that. And then I'll go 1, 2, and move Tinkerbell 2. I'm done. Captain Hook. Captain Hook, see
It's
too bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not enough.
And it's too bad you couldn't activate your pirate.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to win.
You are going to win.
There's no way you can get there fast enough.
I'm done. I don't do anything.
Only if you could have gotten the cannon back sooner.
Yep. That's okay. I'm done. There's nothing I can do. You won. That's awesome.
I'm just seeing if there is. Yeah. Bummer.
That's okay. That was good. That was fun.
Well, it was close though. It was 6 to 5. If Julie was in a better position here, let's say if you could have gotten here and did at least 1 attack. Let's say you could have. Let's see what would have happened. Let's say you did your challenge 4, move the target 1 square, roll 4 dice to see if you could have gotten me. 3 hits, and you would have got me. I would have been knocked out, and then we would have been tied. But you were too far away.
Yep. That's okay.
Okay.
That was fun.
So that is Funkoverse Strategy Game, the Peter Pan set. Please check out our review.
Thank you so much for watching, you guys. We hope you had a good time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.